7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy.
Wait for it. Thick and slick.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, presented by TLR Coatings and Durango Guitar Works. Make sure to check them out. TLR Coatings for all your custom powder coating needs, and Durango Guitar Works for your custom fit-to-you guitars. I got that down now.
West Coast Custom.
We're custom in here. Nothing but custom. We are here wrapping up round 4 of the 2020 Supercross Championship from Glendale. Justin was supposed to be here today, but obviously,
I don't know, his stool's here, but
yeah, he's a no-show for some reason, and he's ghosting us. So
no call, no show.
Nope.
I think that means he's
he's terminated. I think.
Yep.
So anyway, before we get down to business here, let's start with make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. The more likes we get, the more comments we get, the more we show up on YouTube. And I kind of screwed up last week. I was playing with some things, and that's why we didn't get as much.
tried
views.
some different stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later. Stuff. Yeah, it was dumb. But anyway, so I'm also doing the sections video. I'm gonna try to do some cutting it up too for some really short blurbs. If you want to follow us on Facebook, we are on all the major social media networks: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Tweeting last week?
We've had some good interaction again last week. So you guys are following the Twitter and you guys are interacting with the account, which is pretty cool. So
one thing I forgot to mention last week's show, Justin Bogle did like a comment I left on one of his pictures. Oh. I'm kind of a big deal now, you know.
Fanboy. Yeah. You got a like from Bogle's Instagram manager went through and liked everything.
I mean, hey, whatever it takes, man. Like's a like. Anyway, if you can't watch the show, again, we do have the podcast too, and at a soon-to-be-determined point, the show will actually be shorter than what the podcast is going to be. Not yet, but it is coming. We are going to have a fully done-up podcast recording where we will sit here and talk for a lot longer than what the show is going to go on.
You know what else is also coming?
Oh boy,
that 1,000 subscriber show.
That has been recorded. I haven't got to it yet, but it's there. It's in the books. We're not that far past 1,000. We're only 1,060. So
okay, we can still run it.
So we're good. If you want to support us outside of the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, we do have all sorts of links down below. There are links to buy t-shirts. There are links to Patreon with different levels, which get you different things. There are links to Amazon, which you don't have to buy what the links take you to, but I know everybody shops on Amazon. So all you got to do, click that link. It'll take you to Amazon. Go through Amazon, buy what you need, and boom, we get a small slice of it. Helps keep the show going, I guess.
Keeps the lights on, keeps the powder blowing, keeps the guitars made.
Sure, something like that. So anyway, we'll start off, as we always do, with fantasy for the week. Do you want to start or you want me to go first?
I can start. I gotta cheat a little bit and see
boy.
what I had.
I'm professional. I have notes now.
Well, yeah, fire it off. All
right, so fantasy. I had a pretty good week here actually on Pulp. Scored a solid 242, which I saw the top score was only a 260 something, so I was close.
One of your best round ever.
411th overall, I think, actually, which is pretty good to be in the top 500. In the 250s, I had Falk scored me 12, which that was kind of a toss-up. I was hopeful. Forkner got me the solid 26. Costello scored 32 with him. And then
for a little bit, I was very, 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 very surprised.
With what, Costello?
He was out front.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. I have that in my notes.
Oh boy.
And then I had Jay Wilson score me 26 points. Then in the 450s here, I had Blows got me 30, which would have actually probably been better had he not completely yard sailed himself in the whoops. Yeah. Blow scored me 30, Brayton scored me 30, Bauer scored me 30.
Ooh, wow.
3 30s in a row, and then Ando for my All-Star got me 26. And then I also picked first lap leaders because we were at a Triple Crown race. And so I had Forkner and Kenny, so I scored 15 points for both of those. Solid. Go ahead.
All right, so I do want to point this out too. I had a couple people on Twitter and stuff were like, oh yeah, Harmon put it in or whatever these guys did. But a little piece of advice for the Triple Crowns, you can make your picks based on qualifying because all those guys are already in the main. So you can see the qualifying stuff, who's actually going to be in the main, and then make your picks from there. You don't have to gamble or do anything like that. So.
It is a fun part about the Triple Crowns is you know who's going to be in it, guaranteed.
Right. So I guess I'll just start with my 450 based on that comment. So I went with Jerry Robin.
Okay.
So he was the last guy in, and he was a 13 handicap, and if he got dead last, that was still double points for me. So that was my strategy there. The worst points he could have got was 28, which ain't bad.
Yep.
You can take that. So I went Robin. I think he got like 28 or something like that.
The worst points you could have got, he got
right.
them.
I had blows. We were looking real good until that third main just ate everybody up.
But he still scored us 30.
Still 30. I'll take that all day. This was the one that really did me in.
Oh boy,
the red flag did me in on this one, I think, too. Because he was up in it in the last main. Blake Baggett.
Yep.
Again, at a -1, the second main he rode to what I feel is his potential. He was top 5, he was right in it, and we would have been looking pretty good. But as we know, that really didn't work out too high.
No, it didn't.
And then I had Ken, and we all know how that went.
Yep.
So, and then 250 class, I had Forkner. You know how that one went. And then I had Michael Lieb, which I thought was going to be pretty good. I think he had over 28 points, I think.
Okay.
I think he paid off pretty well, but not as well as what he should have. Definitely should have swapped that one out, I think. But went with him. I went with Derek Drake, which factory rider, factory kid, a -1. Like he should be in the top 10.
I have him on my notes to talk about too.
Right. So our second main, we saw what kind of potential I think that he has going into the future.
Yep.
So I was stoked on that, and then I don't really know what happened. He didn't get me max points, but I think he got a solid amount. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. I think I was like 1,500 overall. And then I swapped out Harmon last minute for Carson Brown, which did really well for me.
Yes, that was a solid pick.
Brown has been kind of proving himself. I kind of stayed away from him last year because of the whole pit bike thing and all that nonsense. So, but overall, it was my best fantasy week, which I don't know why this is my best because I don't feel it's that great, but I'll take it and I'll move forward. And
I mean, it was my best.
We're gonna move
this
forward.
year.
We're gonna move forward. Shout out to Tars. I know you're a watcher every week and stuff, and
Avid watcher, avid subscriber, avid commenter.
Awesome guy. Killed it this week from what I saw. I was scrolling through a Vital thread and I saw Tars in there and he killed it. So I think 260 something, third overall maybe Tars. I know you'll comment below, let us know. So
that's pretty good if he was like third overall. So
I think so, yeah.
Like I said, I was pretty pumped to be in the top 500. So
yeah, I was in it for a while, and then blows didn't zombie for me. So.
I don't know. I had no idea because when they're not on TV, I have to stream it through my phone on the TV.
Yeah.
So I had no idea all night until it was over, and then I could check, and I was like, all right, 242, we're in it. So did you play RM this week?
I don't even want to talk about that one.
I got 44 points.
Yeah, I didn't do very well. My focus has really shifted toward Paul. So.
Yeah, I mean, mine is too, but I still enjoy doing that one just for the hell of it. And
yeah, because like our chicks are, stuff like that, that's pretty easy for them.
Yeah, and I mean, if I can go the entire year scoring 40 to 50 points in that one, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
Because that'll leave me a solid year. And I think in the 3 groups I'm in, I think I'm first in one and like 4th in the other.
And with that one, all it takes is one round. Like
yes. Oh yeah.
You get 2 guys or get a wild card or something like it's.
I'm pretty sure my chick passed me in that one this week, but she somehow scored like 64 points. So
yeah, I don't know.
That did that.
I went real bold and put Anderson was in 7th, which was dumb.
Yeah.
Like I just thought, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know either.
Anyway, so Glendale round 4 here. What do you think of the track before we move on real quick?
I think it was too fast.
It was really fast.
It was really fast.
There wasn't any separation really.
No, not a lot of separation. Lines were pretty standard. I saw AC messing around with trying a different line through that one rhythm, but it didn't look like it worked.
He said it was the same speed.
Yeah, it looked about the same. So the whoop section obviously claimed a few guys. I think that was about the only thing on that track that separated everybody.
15 whoops and a whoop pad. That's pretty good.
I liked the sand section.
The sand section was cool.
I liked how those guys were jumping off the inside and like doubling into the bumps. And Roxon's pass in that first main around the outside.
Woo!
So I liked that section. Other than that, it was pretty standard. I thought the hip jump was kind of cool after the finish line.
The hip jump was cool.
It was something different, but as far as like separation, different lines, different rhythms, it wasn't like what we've seen in the past few rounds.
I thought maybe that first rhythm section there was that quad out, and in practice I only really noticed Kenny doing it smoothly and consistently, and I thought, okay, that might be it. But then by the time you got to the main, everyone was doing it.
Yeah, 250 guys and everybody.
Yeah, so that wasn't really any separator. And then, like you said, the whoops were the only big separator, I guess, which we'll get to those here as we go through the guys. Yeah. So, all right, cool. Let's get into the 250s here. We'll take a quick break and we'll get going.
Yeah, maybe Justin will show up.
Maybe. Okay, 250s. Who do you want to start with?
I want to start with Justin is still not here.
He's not.
He told us he was going to be. So again,
he lied to
all
us.
You loyal fans, comment down below, tell him he's soft. And next time he needs to bring a Taco 12 pack.
Yeah,
really make up for
He
it.
better show up with that Taco 12 pack next month. Is he on vacation next Monday? Is that when it starts?
I don't know, man. I really don't know
either.
But anyway, 250 talk. I don't know. I feel like there really wasn't a ton to talk about, just because
We got some things.
I mean, there's some things to talk about, but after last week, it was kind of a eh.
Yes.
But
it was very downer compared to last week's action.
So where do you want to start?
Well, we can start with Frenchie, fastest qualifier again. Not a surprise.
Clearly fastest guy.
Clearly fastest dude, and we're definitely seeing this. The top three guys, which would be Forkner, Frenchie, and Cooper, are head and shoulders faster than pretty much everybody else in the class.
Right.
In the West, at least.
Right.
But again, his starts were not great. They were better.
And I really honestly thought that they were going to be a lot better, because I saw him line up way to the inside. So when everybody pushed wide, going wide open down that straight, he would just kind of sneak up the middle.
Yep.
And he couldn't even make that work.
Nope.
Which was, I don't know, man. That's just such a puzzling thing that he has to figure out. He's still only 3 points out of the lead.
Yep.
But that caliber of a rider, and you want to back up your title, it's just not going to happen, especially,
well,
as fast as that bike is supposed to be too on a straightaway like that, and he still wasn't really anywhere near the front.
And him and Forkner were gifted that race. Like, that was Cooper's bad race yesterday.
Yeah, and
That
we
was
can
it.
get into Cooper, but he would have won that.
Oh, yeah.
He would have won the overall. He would have had the second main. Like, the first one, obviously.
The first one was just a disaster.
Yeah, okay,
And
I take that back. He wouldn't have had the overall.
No,
just because of that
but he
first
would have been
one,
a lot better if he, but again, they talk about it all the time in the 250 class. Everybody's got one, at least.
And that was his bad one?
Yeah.
And you know what he still has?
The points
He
lead.
still got that red plate.
Yeah. So, okay, if that's his bad one there, these guys are screwed.
Yeah.
Contrary to whatever Justin says.
I
these guys are
think
screwed.
Forkner is, after last week being in that big of a hole, he's gonna need something special. He can win out, and these guys can do what they did last night, and I still don't think it's enough.
You think, and this is a whole nother topic on its own, if he has to beat Frenchie to get the overall, can he do it?
Could he have done it last night?
Yeah.
I don't think he could have.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think he was fast enough, just because he got the start in the first two. But the track was so even, they were literally even speed. And I was really confused about this. Like, those that follow the Twitter account will know I got a little bit of heat on it, but I was like he's mentally out of this already because the whoop section's so long, and he must have put his head down and worked on the whoops this week, which I got to give him some credit for that, because I really didn't expect him to, hold a consistent gap on Frenchie the whole race when Frenchie is significantly better in the whoops, which he did.
Yeah.
But in that third main, if he would have had to catch Frenchie, he couldn't have, I don't think, because that whole night they were just kind of the same gap apart.
He does not have, in my opinion, that raw speed he had last year.
I almost want to say it might be a conditioning thing, just because he had such a solid base. And I also think that the competition is a little faster this year in this class.
100%.
And then I also think, again, that he has backed it down a little bit.
That could be too, but
I think he has learned to back it down.
learned or is scared?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like mentally, he has in his head, like I can push farther, but then again, he knows this is what took me out last year. This is what has taken me out a lot of times. Back it down a little bit and try the long game.
I mean, in my opinion, with him, he doesn't have it against these guys.
Yeah.
And this is.
I mean, I think it
this is
depends on the track.
I mean, dude, I
mean, last night, like
I honestly don't think he's got it under pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we saw it last night. He won the first main. What happened in the first main? He hole shots, he runs away. There was no pressure whatsoever. Second main, did he have any sort of
the only
pressure?
the only thing with him that we don't know, the big question mark, is pressure. Because when he gets out front and doesn't really have anybody there, he's the dominant guy.
But that's what he's got to do. But if Cooper's there, if Ferrandis is there, he's screwed. Because I mean, yes, so the second main, he starts, he's behind Drake when Cooper goes down, and then he passes Drake. Well, then he knows he's got a buffer.
Yeah,
so again, there's
in
not
his
a lot
mind,
of
he
pressure.
knows he's way faster than Drake and should be faster.
And he can sprint away from him and then wait to hopefully not get caught. I'm telling you, I don't think
he has the raw speed this year
I
that
don't
he
think
had
so.
last year.
No, I think when push comes to shove, it's gonna be a Osborne Savachi type end of the race in, well, now it's Salt Lake, what was Vegas, where
Salt Lake, yeah.
where Frenchie's gonna dive into that second to last corner and just clean AC out, or not AC, just clean Forkner out and win that title over him.
Maybe, and then they take it away from him because he's on probation.
No way. AMA will never do that.
Yeah, I mean, so just to kind of back it up to what Ferrandis is the guy we're talking to. Like he's 3 points down.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get this title, or is it Cooper? I think it's down to a two horse race. To be completely honest with you, in this short of a series, what happened to Forkner last week and the hole he's in, it's a 2-horse race.
I have a hard
Jet
time.
Lawrence comes back. Craig comes back.
I have a hard time not giving it to Justin Cooper. I mean, I know we got to finish racing, and I know anything can happen. And as we saw last night, stuff does happen. But I have a hard time not putting my money on Cooper at this point.
Yeah. But I don't know.
He gets good starts. He's consistent. He can quietly just get a second or third.
Mm-hmm.
These other guys cannot do that. Frenchie gets a shit start, ends up in trouble all the fucking time.
But Cooper has been
hits the deck.
But Cooper has also been in trouble the last couple of weeks as well.
I don't know, man.
I think I gotta go with. I mean, I'm probably gonna get.
It's as up in the air as a 450 class. Basically,
I'm gonna go. I gotta go with Ferrandis for this title, man. This point in, I think he's taking the title, and I mean, he's 3 points down. I think he has the raw speed to catch Cooper. I think
he does. He is by far the fastest guy on the West Coast. But all it takes is another St. Louis.
It'll be interesting.
He gets a shit start, which we've seen it happen
Wads
to him over and over again, and he gets in trouble in the pack with other dudes going down the first rhythm.
Yeah.
And then
Puts himself
boom,
in
your
that
race
position.
is fucked.
Yeah.
Or you get hurt and your season's fucked. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
He has to get the starts. Now, if he gets starts figured out, game over.
Yes.
Done deal.
Yes.
He wins this title going away. But for right now, man, dude, it's hard to put your money on anybody.
It really is. It really is. I mean, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of any of the contenders in here right now. I mean, after that ride and that Jet had, like Jet's my guy now.
Jet is awesome. Jet is awesome.
Like just knowing him before he turned pro and kind of like the personality he had, like I thought Jet was a cool kid. So he's my guy. So stamp it here. Jet's my guy. But like you said, man, the fastest guy should win a title, right? And that's Frenchie right now.
You know what would be funny? To see someone quietly win the title.
Yeah, Hartranft is 6 points out.
Dude, he's right there.
Or 7 points out. I don't know. He's less than 10 out.
He's less than 10 out. He's right there.
So, and we've seen that time and time again too. That's how Bogle got his title.
Yep.
These guys all crash out and he just sneaks his way in. A Sexton title. Like
It could easily happen for him.
Yeah,
easily at this point if he continues to put together rides like this.
And he's looking a little better than what he did at A1.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little more loose on the bike and
Builds
stuff.
confidence every time he gets a podium. Builds confidence.
So I wouldn't count Hartranft out of this yet. And if something happens that's crazy, Hartranft's been kind of right there. So keep an eye on him.
Well, now you have some other guys. So let's just go down the list a little bit. Mosman. Did you notice Mosman's battle with Frenchie?
Nah, kind of.
Frenchie went in on him at the end of the whoops, and Mosman went right back at him. There was no fear there from him.
Yeah.
It's not like some of these
aggressive.
other kids where they would have gone, oh crap, like that's the champ, like I'll just let him go. No, he went right back at him.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I think
Excuse
he's
me.
got enough speed and enough tenacity to get in there and get something done at some point. So he could get in and mix it up. Obviously, like we said, Jet will come back after the break. So then there's another one.
Mosman's starting to put it together. I now that you say that, I remember making a comment like he ran it in on Frenchie a little bit. And I was like, well, did Craig pay him off? Like, what's he got going on? But well, speaking of Craig too, we can kind of go back to Frenchie and Craig. Did you think anything was going to happen when Craig was behind him?
Man, I was hopeful.
I
saw that
wanted
and
to
I was
see
like,
it,
oh yes.
But Christina Craig, yeah, I don't think he's doing it.
No, well, and then he broke his hand.
He tucked the front wheel, by the way.
Yeah,
It
boxer
was-
fracture.
I don't think it was he just tucked the front end coming in on that high speed corner, I think. So
I don't know. He's
it looked like
out for the next
yeah,
couple
it
rounds.
looked like he was dying.
Well, you know, it's Craig. There was a lot of weird stuff though.
All that weird stuff going on.
I mean, you had him, and again they said, "Oh, body's fine. It's face or whatever on the broadcast." And I'm just like, "What the hell's going on?"
Forkner moved him right out of the way.
Speaking of crashes, did you see Cooper's big crash in practice there?
Yeah.
Going in the sand, dude. Indonesia.
Yeah,
Bad.
he did not look good there for a second.
Bad. And then one more thing to talk about, Costello.
That's who
Good
your last
start-
guy
good
is?
start,
That's
third
the last
man.
guy you want to talk about?
Yeah, dude. Good start, third main. Dude, leads half a lap. I guess we could talk about him, and then we could talk about Drake.
Well, I want to... Why are people shitting on Costello, man? Of course he's going to drop anchor back to 15. Like, what do you expect?
I was just saying, dude, he was
People
out
were
front. He
shitting
got
on him
tight.
like... People were like, oh, Costello, good job going from 1st to 15th. Like, dude, if you're running the pace of those guys and you have never ran that pace before, you're
You can't ever put on
you're
Vibrate,
dead.
can you?
On TikTok blowing up.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Good for Costello getting up front like that, and that bike must have some motor.
It's got some motor, that's for sure.
Yeah, holy.
So I heard him and Brown crashed into each other at the end of like the third main or the first main, something, I don't know. Him and Brown crashed together. So
Got on the wrong bike.
teammate, yeah, something like that. And then, okay, I guess the last thing, Derek Drake.
Yeah, so I think Justin would probably agree with me on this.
He
Because,
led 2.5, 3 laps.
What's that?
He led 2.5,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
laps with Forkner behind him.
Yeah, and Forkner really wasn't gaining there for.
No.
So, I think that was great for Drake's confidence. I know Justin's on the Derek Drake bandwagon, so
What's
I'm sure
new?
Justin was sitting there stroking his willy about all that. But but no, I mean fantasy purposes, I was stoked for the kid. Like I was stoked to see for TLD, like they haven't had their amateur project thing that they're doing
Hasn't worked out.
Has not worked out. So. Yeah, good for Derek Drake. I hope he can pull it into next week. I hope his handicap goes to like 0 so nobody can pick him. And yeah, we need more guys up there.
I mean, what's saying always? We can work with speed. He showed he had some speed.
He has speed.
So
And that'll
that's
come.
good.
Rookie.
I was going to say, he's a true rookie, so it was a
He's-
promising sign
Yeah,
from a
it was
lackluster
a
TLD
lot more
team.
promising than what you saw from Mitchell Falk or Sean Cantrell or any of those guys.
Yep,
so.
exactly. Anything else with 250s?
I mean, we pretty much covered all the main stuff. I think there really wasn't any super gnarly crashes except for in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, obviously, that really wasn't a super gnarly crash from when.
No.
I mean, he got a boxer fractured, but how about Jacob Hayes?
He is quietly good.
Fifth place?
655 for 5th overall.
Yeah.
Quietly good.
Quietly
Racing
right
his way
in.
into shape here. Is he on the
And-
box before the year's over?
I think he might be.
They have one race.
One race, I think he can be on the box. So
Okay.
keep an eye on Jacob Hayes. I like the gray husky. I think it looks
AJs.
sick. Once you go gray, there ain't no other way. I'll tell you that.
Oh boy, here
And
we go.
one other thing, comment down below what you guys think, but I'm going to ask Travis, since Geico doesn't have a bike on the track for the next 2 rounds, and I want to say they're contractually obligated to have a bike on the track at all times, because those are some big time sponsors that they got over there.
Mm-hmm.
Who do they go with?
I've heard they're not going with anyone.
Really?
I already listened to the Pulp stuff this morning.
Mhm.
I heard they're not going with anyone for 2 rounds because it's only 2 rounds.
Okay. I thought maybe they would.
I know what you're saying.
Just because I saw something from Steve, actually on Twitter,
Yeah.
Mathis. they were asking around, and he was like, put leave on it.
Yep. That was a big thing on the show that he preached. But from what he has talked to people and what he's heard, at least as of the wrap-up show that I listened to here before we filmed this on Monday, nothing. Because it's only 2 rounds.
I'm definitely wrong then, eat my words. So.
Yeah, because we're only going to Oakland and San Diego.
Okay.
And then we're on the East Coast, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just my heart wants to see a guy get a shot, but.
But that would be all for those 2 rounds.
Put cloud on that thing.
Then you've got Craig and the kid come back. Golden Jet. Can we start that? Golden Jet?
No, I'm going to start calling him Private Jet.
Alright, Private Jet's kind of cool.
Private Jet.
Yeah, alright.
Got Private Jet and
You
Pretty
think
Boy
we can
Craig.
let us put him on a t-shirt?
Private Jet?
Private Jet?
Should make some t-shirts.
Like a private jet with his hat.
Private Jet, Moto Aftermath collab. Let us know.
So, anyway, okay, so that wraps up 250s. We're going to take a quick break here, and we will come back with 450 talk.
And maybe Justin will show up.
Maybe Justin will show up. Maybe not. Probably not. Okay, and we're back with 450s. 450s a little more interesting than the 250s.
Yep.
Let's just start with 2 red flags.
Yep.
That was different.
Does this make you second thought on? Does this make you have second thoughts on the Triple Crown?
No.
How gnarly it is?
No.
Because that third main, 5-6 dudes didn't finish.
No.
Is it too much on these guys?
No.
I think it's too much on these guys.
No. But 5 stars, that's a lot.
Too much on those guys.
Nope. Not at all.
Too much.
Now, it was awesome that we were throwing together this whole new type of racing that we've been doing with the longest start we have.
I don't know about that start either.
That was a long start.
I think
that was a long start.
I think they need to tame that down. Ask Justin Bogle.
I heard Cooper Webb, they clocked him in practice or something, 75 miles an hour.
Ew.
At the end.
Yeesh.
That is moving.
So Justin Bogle took his dome straight to the ground at 75.
Man. Poor Bogle out with a concussion. I heard he's okay other than the head injury.
Knocked out.
Blows was out too, but that was a whoop section thing, so that's whatever.
But Justin Bogle had a fly formula on. Why did he get knocked out?
I don't know. At 75 miles an hour, I don't think there's a lot helping you.
Yeah.
Needs one of those airbag suits is what he needs. I
Yeah.
felt bad. I thought it was, honestly, I thought it was
Baggett.
Webb. I thought it was Webb at first.
I thought it was Baggett, and I was like, fantasy gods again.
Yeah. When I saw the blue gear, then I went, oh no, it's Baggett. And then it was Bogle, and I was like, oh.
I was going for Bogle, man. He just can't catch a break, and if this keeps happening, he's going to be without a ride. So.
Yeah, he is. Well, look at Blows, too.
And that was a bummer,
Betty
too.
Blows in practice. He's out.
Bloss.
Blows,
We got a Bloss
whatever.
and a Blows.
Blows, whatever. Yeah.
And Blows.
And Blows. I
And
mean,
Blows.
Blows hit the deck in the whoops. He was out.
That's a really big bummer because I think he was going to be really good in the 250 East.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Did you hear about Osborne? He hit the deck a lot.
He did.
But
And he was on his way back to the semi and then at red flag.
yeah, so in the pulp thing, they called him on the show, which was different. They don't normally
usually do that?
No, not on the review show. So they called him because they had to get to the bottom of this. So supposedly what happened was he crashed, broke his brake lever off. His arm was feeling kind of funny. So he said, screw it, it was already a shit night anyway, was going back to the truck, left the stadium, went into the Alpine Stars medical rig, they checked his arm out, said his arm was fine, they changed the brake lever, he came out, the red
He
flag
didn't just jump
had
on
flown.
another bike?
No, the red flag had flown, he jumped on his bike, went back to the start line, rode up, asked Tooley, who I guess is the AMA guy.
No,
who's in
I
charge
think he
of
got his
whatever.
arm checked after because he pulled off after the red flag too, and then they showed him going in the rig.
Well, no, he said it was before that.
Oh,
So anyway,
interesting.
So, rode up, got to the gate just as the card was about to go up, asked them, hey, am I good to go? They're like, oh yeah, go ahead. And then went out and crashed again. And then,
Baggett.
yes, and then come to find out, they DQ'd him anyway. So no matter what he did, he was going to get DQ'd because he technically had left the track area. I mean, it's just part of the rules. I guess you're not allowed
And then they
to
tell him it's okay.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, man, it's just
yeah.
yeah, man.
It's the AMA. So anyway, so that was his night. Thank you to Pulp MX for making that contact and letting me find that out.
Yeah, and give it to our viewers now. so.
Yeah. So anyway, That was a bad night for Zacho. The Zacho train it, but
and he was out front, took
hole shots like crazy.
Then he crashed.
Yeah, well, he does that too.
No.
Kind of like AC.
He's got the Savachi syndrome?
No, AC does not have the Savachi syndrome.
Does
AC
Oswald
has
have the Savachi syndrome?
transfer power.
Maybe. In that takeout? Yep.
Took it from him.
Took it from him in that takeout?
No, I don't know what Zach's problem is. It's very un-Zach Osborne like to go down like
Justin
that.
would say he called this.
Well, Justin is a hater, so whatever.
Well, let's just start from the top on.
Okay, so let's go with Kenny.
Let's talk about that monster Millie. That three in a row. Like
3 in a row?
Won that Monster Cup action.
3 in a row. Let's talk about how just smooth.
Is there a sweep bonus?
God, there better be.
I would hope.
If he wins 3 in a row, they better be stroking that check for a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep.
Because he won all 3 and he battled Eli in the first one. Oh yeah.
They were solid. And in the press conference, Eli admitted defeat.
Eli did admit defeat. That was interesting. Yes, I heard that too.
Because he looked really pissed off.
Yep.
And he admitted that he wasn't faster. And him saying that right next to Ken is just eating that.
Wyatt pointed out in the pulp review, and I keep going back to that, but these guys have really good points, and I like it. And so I just like to go back and get your guys' opinions on this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Wyatt pointed out that usually in the past, when we see Tomac catch Ken, like what we saw, he eats him up all day. There's very few times he has caught Ken like that and not been able to get by him.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I noticed in the first main when they were battling, going through the sand section, Ken passed him on the outside. The next 2 to 3 laps, Ken went outside. Then Ken started doing that cross line where he jumped from the outside to the inside berm there and go to almost block Eli, I guess. But then he started to pull a gap on him. Mm-hmm. But he changed his line because I think he knew Eli was going to get him in the sand on the inside there eventually.
Yep. I was wondering, like, through that race too, if they had in their heads they were playing like a chess match, like I'm gonna conserve energy in this one, I'll get you in the next one, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
But after hearing that press conference and stuff, I think Eli wanted him.
He did, but he just didn't have it. Ken was more solid in the whoops all night than Eli. Eli looked good, but he still had some times where he got a little cattywampus there coming out of it.
Yep.
So I just don't. I think
Roxon's got that base setting, and they're just making the tweaks.
The little tweaks But again, I think Eli has a good setting, but just
he was trying to do the Ferranda start thing too. He was way on the inside.
Way on the inside, but he was making it kind of work.
He was making it work.
So that was interesting.
Now I wish that it wouldn't have got red flagged in that second main, or was it the second or third one where they were buried in the pack together?
The third one, they were 8th and 9th, yes. And the third one, they kind of got a gift there with that red flag as far as
they did, because I think I think Kenny would have needed Tomac to win, or he wouldn't have.
No.
Okay.
No, because he was 1-1, so he's still.
It would have been cool to see them go through the pack together and see if they made it through together. Or
I'm not sure they go all the way through the pack.
No, I don't
think
so
Anderson wins.
I think
that
Anderson
last
wins
one without the red flag. So.
I think, and Marty pulls off a third.
That would have been interesting. Good Marty, dude.
Yep.
Good Marty.
So overall, that's like Roxon backed up that St. Louis win, and he.
I want to get through like.
He straight up beat Tomac. Like, that's impressive.
I want to get through like round 10 or 12 though before I'm really on this whole Kenny winning the title thing, because we've seen this too many times.
Yeah,
we're
good out swinging first half of the season.
Now, granted, we are 25% of the way through the season. We're 4 rounds in, so we're basically a quarter through the season. Kenny's leading, and Eli is within 6 points,
He's
3
still
points.
in striking distance. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, this is the best Eli has been in 3 years. That's all there is to it.
Are we finally going to see the Tomac-Roxon battle all season that we've been supposed to see for 5 years?
Would be fantastic. Fantastic.
That would be awesome.
Can't wait to see him in Daytona.
Man,
that's going to be awesome.
Tomac takes Daytona. I hate to say it.
I don't know.
He rolls at Daytona.
He rolls at Phoenix. Kenny just beat him 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I don't know. That's the Kenny we were all supposed to see and love, but Tomac was right there.
This is what we've been supposed to be seeing.
Yep.
Is these two battling like this out front for the last however many years here. But speaking of out front, can we talk about Cooper Webb?
I'm kind of hitting the panic button. That race makes me hit the panic button.
It depends how they build whoops, but if whoops continue to go like they are and they're
atrocious in the whoops, dude.
Dude, it's horrible. It's
horrible.
absolutely
How far
horrible.
out is he right now?
He's a ways. I don't know. I don't have that written down.
So like my preseason picks are, unless he goes like on a Tomac-esque tear.
He wasn't even in the top 10 again.
In that first main.
No, he wasn't. He didn't finish overall in the top 10.
Really?
Top 10: Kenny, Eli, Ando. Oh, Webb. Sorry, he was 4th. My bad.
Okay.
854. Whoops. I got a little ahead of myself.
Whoops, literally.
Yeah, but the whoops. Horrible.
Whoops.
Not a factor. All day.
Yeah, and nobody could jump through them. Justin Cooper started jumping through them, and they were kind of fast. So I thought Coop was gonna do it, but
No, it was weird because it set him up high. Like it wasn't fast going through him jumping. So, dude, he's in trouble. If he cannot get these whoops figured out, he is in trouble.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. Backing up this title is gonna be very hard. Now, granted, we're coming into where East Coast where they break down.
Yeah,
and
stuff's gonna
be
start
okay.
breaking down. Like Oakland's gonna break down, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting, but if the tracks are built like that one, I'm hitting the panic button.
Oh yeah, because that was bad. That was bad.
I mean, I don't think it would be as bad if he didn't have that second round, getting a 12. We wouldn't be as worried. But that's like, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. The field's starting to die out a little bit. Like last weekend, we had some fly drops.
It's just not the Cooper Webb we expected to see.
No.
We expected to see a Cooper Webb coming in with confidence, and after that podium the first round, we thought podium's on deck.
I didn't expect to see AC catching and passing Webb.
Let's talk about AC.
All right, so that's what we got on Webb. Like the whoops, man. Like that's gonna be your Achilles heel, as Ricky says.
Yep.
I don't know. He was just kind of there. I mean, he was up front and went backwards.
Yes.
So
Figured out. AC, fastest qualifier again. So we got speed. We can work with speed.
No surprise.
Rookie mistakes. Tucks the front end after the whoops there,
Yeah, we've seen
which
him
was
do
just
that a million
a
times.
lean-in thing. And dude, he hit the
hit
deck,
the deck
hard in that third main.
I just want to point out the Ricky style. Did not let go of those bars until it was literally the last.
Nope.
Second.
He was holding on, huck a buck and go for that. So, but this is just rookie stuff, right? Like he'll get it smoothed out. There's no need to hit a panic button, in my opinion.
No, I think this is rookie stuff, but he's got to be frustrated.
I mean, yeah.
Super frustrated because it looks like 250 AC.
Yep. And you cannot get starts like he's been getting, and then do shit like this.
No.
Like you just can't in this class. So.
Do you still think he gets a win after that ride?
Yeah, I'm still on that train, dude. He's got the speed to do it.
I want to see him after a 250. What is it? 7 rounds.
Yeah.
So after 7 rounds, I want to see how he is.
And I mean,
that's going to be the real interesting thing for me is how he is after 7 rounds.
The thing is too is like first moto, he's right there with Kenny and Eli.
He's always right there.
So he's got
in it.
He can stay with
there.
him. Yep.
I think he maybe needs to work on his racecraft a little bit. It's obviously
I don't know. That he was pretty good because he put some racecraft on Coop there, passing him in the first main too. First main, second main, one of them.
But maybe like backing it down and then when to push and that kind of stuff.
That yes, he definitely needs to work on. So I mean, because like that crash in the second one where he pushed front end coming out of the whoops, that was just a.
That was he got a weird kick.
I was gonna say it was a weird kick off the whoops. It was a little loose there on the inside, and he just got a little ahead of himself with the leaning in. If he doesn't lean in, if he's straight up, well then he's fine. He just loses a spot or two, but he stays upright. But the way he did it, that's what happens.
Yeah,
So
race deals, I don't know, but I mean for a rookie in this stack of a field, you can't really ask for more out of him, in my opinion.
No, he's he's right where we said, like 3 to 8, 3 to 6 type deals. So,
but like I said, after 7 rounds, then
we'll start watching. Once we get to Daytona, the championship starts at Daytona.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's talk about Jason Anderson.
Low key popping.
Low key popping still.
Low key popping.
3rd place.
Quiet.
Just not in the spotlight. Just doing it, making it happen, making things go.
I like it. I like it. And he straight up admitted that he isn't fast enough and he needs to find some speed.
He did. Yep. That was a thing with him.
And that's another thing too. Like he knows what's wrong, and I think he's smart enough to figure it out.
Yes. Yeah, I think he is too. I think it's gonna be interesting, like I said, to see how this season goes on with him because I am still not against the fact that I think he will self-sabotage internally, unconsciously. Dude, he's not going to win a title.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we were calling him for a title.
No.
Does he get a win?
Yeah.
I think he gets a win.
Depends if the red flags keep coming out.
Yeah,
because he should have won.
He definitely would have got one right there,
Yeah.
too.
He
wasn't wasting no time.
No,
He
went to the front and he was going. So, but man, he is it's strange how quietly good he is. Because, like, we don't see him on TV really either.
No, never.
Like, I'm interested to go to a race and actually watch him ride somewhat because, dude, you just all of a sudden look at the results, it's like, oh, he's third.
Right, yeah.
What? I didn't see him on TV all night. Like, other than when he was leading that third main and then it got red flagged, and that was it. Other than that, we didn't see him.
Yep.
So
I like it. I like the approach. He found what worked for him.
it's definitely
But
weird.
if he does start winning and he starts getting the spotlight a little bit again, does that affect him like he says it did before? I don't know, but we'll just have to play it by ear and see if he even wins.
All these guys, it seems like they've almost cleaned it up to go Dungey status of let's just get through this. Look at Malcolm Stewart.
Well, look, it worked.
Well, yeah, but look at Malcolm Stewart, okay? We have been waiting for Heat Race Mookie for 4 rounds now. Have not seen it, and all I keep hearing through from his interviews and people who have talked to him is he just wants to get through 17 rounds. He could go faster. He's not.
I like that, though.
It'll definitely be interesting to get to, say, round 12 if we still have 15 factory dudes.
I don't think we will.
I don't think we will either.
I mean, it's looking like Osborne's going to crash out. It's looking like Bogle might be out.
Yeah,
Who
so...
else is going? Chad Reed better just pack it up. Just do a Kevin Windham, ride around on opening ceremonies and then go to the bar.
I heard he may have re-broke the ribs he broke 2 years ago. Still made it to the Rolex race.
Rub some CBD on it.
Sure. So, anything else 450-wise before we move into what we're going to talk about for next week?
I'm just trying to think. Davalos got a good start and kind of showed some of his potential. Brayton just solid doing what he does. He was 7th, 8th the whole time.
Yep.
Brayton just being Brayton, which should have picked him in fantasy. Should have.
That negative one killed me.
The
on
negative
that.
one was just like, I don't know. But, yeah, really nothing else to talk about. Hill and Freeze are where they should be.
It was a real low-key night other than those couple of red flags.
Plessinger, he kind of showed what he should have. Top 10.
He is... If I'm him, the panic button's going hard.
I'm not hitting the panic button yet. I think he's still going to get better. And I think Barsha's got to be a little worried.
Barsha was 5th, though.
But
I mean, quietly 5th.
Quietly 5th, yeah.
I mean, again, the way this is shaping up, we have 5-6 dudes that are all going to be within 15 points at the last round at this rate. Like,
Yeah.
so you're going to have 5 or 6 dudes that could all go out and win this title. I mean, that would be impressive. If we get to the final round and we got 5 dudes that are all within, say, 10 points, I mean, what's the final round going to be like?
Chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Because, dude, who isn't putting somebody on the ground for a title?
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome season so far, and I can't wait till next weekend already.
I know. Oakland.
Yeah, I hope there's going to be some...
It's a day race.
I want to see some more Dyson.
It's a day race next
I
week.
want to see some block passes.
I mean, that would be great.
I want to see some takeouts.
I
want Ferrandis just to blow everyone out.
He's not going to. He'll get fined $2,000.
$2,000 is pocket change. Come on.
Well, yeah, that's true. So anyway, all right. So next week we got Oakland. We're back to a regular style race. Oakland's still a pretty big floor because it's a football and a baseball. Who you got for the 250s and the 450s next week?
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Oh boy. All right, go
On
ahead.
a lemon. I'm gonna go Anderson.
I think Anderson's gonna
I
pick
think
one
he's
up.
just gonna vibe with Oakland.
Okay.
That's why. That's all I'm basing off of. He just vibes with the city. Maybe.
Not much of a city. Been there, done that.
Whatever that place is, I think Anderson just kind of vibes.
Tent
with it.
city.
Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, who you got 250s?
I think it's gonna break down. Well, East Coast style. I'm gonna go with Frenchie again, man. He's got to get one. I'm going Frenchie again.
Okay.
And for the record, I'm not a huge fan of Frenchie.
I mean, I'm going to go pretty typical here. So I'm going to go with Justin Cooper. I think comes back, has a good bounce back week. Because he was pissed about this week. You could tell in his podium interview on the last one. He was not happy with the way his day went. And then, honestly, I'm going to say I think Webb is going to get one. Because Webb won last year. I remember because I was on the floor when he won.
I called Webb last week for this week, and I looked like an ass, so I don't know if I want to do that again.
Shit'll break down. Like I said, he won here last year, so I think we're going to see Webb put the first one, first one on the board here. But I think he's going to be followed closely by Kenny.
Yeah.
Because it's going to break down. It's going to be technical, like you said. Kenny's good in that stuff, but I think Webb's going to put it to him here.
Man,
as much as that pains me to say.
Marv was out there.
Dude, I know somebody in the comments asked about Marv, and I said, it's just that throw another guy in the top 5 there.
Yeah, I wish he was in it.
I mean, dude, that would be what we'd be looking at. It's just another dude to be podium top 5 contention every single week. Dyson. Yep. So, all right, cool. So this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings and Durango Guitar Works. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, especially the like and the comment that gets us out there more. Make sure to follow us on all major social media. Links in the description to support us, and we will see everyone next week after Oakland.